Welcome to another episode of Wine After Whines. This is Janae.
And this is Naja.
And oh my God, guys, this is our last episode of the freaking year. Give it up for you if you're still listening to us this long. Yes. Give it up for you if it's your first time listening to us. And give it up for you if you're going to listen to us once again after this in 2022. Yes.
Everybody should have clapped. Everyone should have clapped.
Should have been all claps, and we're glad to have you guys. So we hope you guys have enjoyed like your Christmas break with your kids, your Christmas holiday. Mine was cool. I didn't do much, but it was low key and I loved it. And I hope you enjoyed our Vlogmas.
21 days of foolishness.
We're reaching for 25, but just life happens. So
yeah. But it was fun. But I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty fun. As much as I'm like, oh my gosh, I got a vlog, I slick enjoyed it. I can't tell a lie.
So if you didn't watch our vlogs, go back on our YouTube channel and watch our Vlogmas, binge it, and maybe you can kind of get to see us a little bit more of our personalities, hopefully, maybe. So definitely so definitely check that out. Today we just kind of want to just talk to y'all about some stuff that's been like on our hearts. Well, I don't know if it's been on your heart too, but it's been on mine. So what I want to say is, so even today I went to go visit my grandma and in Alabama, and we had people like kind of like, okay, so this is something I took from my grandma and my mom. Like they're very like organized and like whatever. So she was like the part of our program where we go around and talk about like what not what we're thankful for, but what we're looking forward to for the next year. I swear I've been having that conversation for like ever. Like I feel like that conversation has just been a conversation that I keep having. And I'm kind of like, I don't want to say I'm annoyed by the conversation, but it's kind of like when someone asks me, what are your goals for next year? What are your goals for 2022? Like, what are the things you want to, I'm in a weird mental space about it. Cause I'm like, look, I don't know. At this point, I just don't know.
But see, my thing is, Janae, I feel like that's okay. For you to be in a weird space, for you, honestly, I don't want to say not to know what your goals are, because I think it's important to have goals. Honestly, no matter what age you are, there should always be a goal you're trying to reach sometimes. There is a time to rest, but I think it's golden if you move in silence sometimes. Like everything doesn't have to have, you know what I mean? And that's just me. Yeah.
I feel like when you say move in silence, that's good. But what my ultimate like goal is to be able to say, like, be able to be walking like the purpose that I'm supposed to be walking in. Like I want to be able to make a mark on the world. Right. I want to be able to make an impact, leave a footprint, a fingerprint or something on this world. Like I want to make impact instead of just like, because this is what I was talking to my husband about. I was like, I don't want to just make it like, I have entrepreneurship goals. I have I want multiple streams of income. I have all these big goals that I want, but I need to know, I want to just know that I left something behind, some type of impact and some type of mark, you know?
And there's nothing wrong with, I don't think that there's anything wrong with wanting that. So when you're getting, I know you said that you're getting, I don't want, like you said, you don't want to say annoyed with the conversation of your goals, but more so over it. That's how I see it. It's like sometimes you get over the fact of people saying, well, what's next? Well, what's this and what's that? And I'm just like, I mean, don't worry, it's coming. It's coming. Just watch.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
watch. I totally get it. I do.
Another thing, like I'm thinking, is like, okay, when you see like other people like doing things and you're like, okay, for example, if people are buying houses, if people are getting engaged and people are having babies and people are, I mean, none of the engaged and babies and stuff, that part don't really, I don't bother me, but some of that may bother other people. But when you see people like doing like new life things and you're not doing new life things, it kind of can get to be like a damper, or like a Debbie Downer for you. And like the reason I'm bringing this up anyway is because I feel like it's not a race. Okay. It's not a race to the finish line. You don't have to have all things figured out. I know that it just seems like on social media that like everybody in their life got everything figured out. Like the other day, one of my friends was saying like she didn't have her kids for like the Christmas break, like her kids were gone for the Christmas break. And I'm like, oh, I'm so jealous because I got my kids for the whole Christmas break. And it's just like something like it's so small as that like like it ain't, I'm not mad at her, but it's like I'm like, oh, like now she's like posting things like because she's out and about, having a drink, living her best life. And then I'm over here like feeding kids every 5 seconds.
Every 5 seconds.
Oh my God. I text Naja. Let me find this text. I don't know. This is probably like a bad message to read out loud and be honest about. But since we're having a conversation, like I told her, I said, why are you sipping that wine like that?
Because I'm waiting. I am waiting for this.
Because I was so like fed up. I was okay. I've been saying for a minute that I need a break. Like I just been saying that for a minute. And I was helping to watch my niece. I don't have a niece. I was helping to watch my nephews last week in addition to my kids. And when I got home, all I wanted to do was just like decompress, watch the finale of The Bachelorette, and just live my entire life. That's all I wanted to do. And I just, and every time I got a moment to just sit, there was a child in my face. And I was just so like, oh, like so annoyed. Instead of message, I sent Naja, Naja. I said, I love it. And I quote, all I do is take care of hungry ass kids all day long. I said, I need a break. I said, I am remembering this, all caps, is why I never wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. And this, hold on, let me make sure I can say that out loud. Okay. I'm not gonna say that last part, but when I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, your girl need a break. And so when I see my people online, like, you know, what y'all kids said? Why y'all ain't never got y'all kids, but I always got my kids?
Bruh, listen. She text me in particular, that is because she knows I understand. That's let's get that out the way. I 1000% get her. Like that's all I do every day. And as she sent that message, it probably took me a while to read the message because I was too busy probably popping a frozen pizza in the oven when the other one wanted chicken nuggets in the air fryer. So I feel your annoyance, sis. I do. I do. I was every second.
And you know, okay, I love my kids. I love my kids dearly. This is just a mom vent right now. I just don't like sometimes. I just, you know, I just know I know they my kids and I signed up for this. I get that. But sometimes I just need a break. And like to all the people in Cyberland that are listening, when you could probably be like, but where your husband at? He at work.
At work.
So I'm here with them. all the time. By the time he get home, they sleep. So he don't get to do like this. Anyway, I'm gonna get off of this, but I just needed to get this off my chest because what I was originally saying is you can't compare your life to other people.
But she's right, and that's I don't want to say that's the beauty, because I do want to say that's the beauty of social media, and then it's also the downfall of social media, because we see these people living these lives and we're trying to compare, even though maybe you and I might not fully try to compare, but there are people out there who literally lives by comparing their lives to people on social media. And with that being said, it's like, and it's driving them bonkers. I at one point I was like, it's like I have this one friend, social media friend, who went to high school with me, and he is like forever in these streets with a nice car, spending nice money. He's always out. I don't know what he do for a living. I just really want to know if his company is hiring.
It's hiring.
And I can get paid the same amount that he's getting paid. I want to live in a high rise downtown. I want to drive Mercedes Benz's and BMWs. And I want to do this and I want to do that. And I want to know what he does.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say your name, but I just want to know what he does.
You should DM him and be like, yo, this is really random. It has nothing to do with nothing. I just want to know what you do for a living.
And I know it's nothing. And the reason why I'm saying that, because I do have friends who are doctors. I have friends who are lawyers. I have friends who are photographers. I have friends who are medical assistants. I know what they do. So I understand why they live the life they live, but I don't know what he does. And I just want to know if his company's hiring.
Maybe he don't work for a company. Maybe he's an entrepreneur.
Is he hiring it?
You might not want to move. You might not want to move the stuff he moving.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And it's just like,
he might be a salesman of some sort. You know what I'm saying?
At some point I had to stop. And the point of me bringing it up, as funny as it is, I stopped comparing myself to him. Not comparing myself to him, but just wondering what he does, because at one point it was like racking my brain, like, what do you do? Because you're living this lavish life. You're living this lavish life. So, and like I said, and I know what it's not. So, yeah. And it's a lot of people like that. And I'm like,
yeah. I mean, I just feel like sometimes I'm like, well, when is it my turn to do X, Y, Z? Right. And then like, I have to, what really keeps me grounded though, is that I have to sit back and think about, honestly, Janae, you are really blessed. Like, you are blessed. Just sit your behind down somewhere and be quiet. Like, sit down, because as annoyed as I am about the question about what are you gonna do next year, I want to do a lot. I got a laundry list of things I want to do. I do. And every year I feel like I and I want to still do a vision board party and all of that, except for this year, I think I'm going to make a big checklist. Like, my vision board is going to be a board full of just checklists. Like, and then I plan on trying to like go through it and check stuff off and just see what I accomplished the year.
I like that. Yeah. I really do like that. And I think, I might do the same, because there are a lot of things I want to accomplish, a lot of things that I want my husband to accomplish. Like, there are tons of things. Yeah. So I think I should definitely make a list
and check it twice.
Check it.
Yeah, so I'm where you're at too. So I think we're gonna handle that. We're gonna get that together this year.
Yeah, we should do that.
And y'all should join us too. We did it virtually last year. Let's do it again this year and get it done. What I want to say is also, there's a difference between the way you push yourself, because I'm a person that I can be hard on myself, right? But there's a difference between like, yeah, I'm gonna push myself to be harder, I'm gonna push myself to be stronger, and then you just giving up on yourself too. Like, because I feel like sometimes I just, what, like, girl, it's too hard. I'm just not gonna do it no more. I'm just not. So like push yourself in a good way, but also don't get yourself mentally stressed and like where you can't focus and all of that. Like remember this week we was talking about how we just been in like weird mental spaces, and that's what I was gonna bring up. I was talking to a friend and he was telling me some things that he accomplished. He just wrote a book and it's an ebook. And I'm like really excited. I don't know, I probably was the first person to buy the ebook. And when we come back on the next episode, I'll tell you guys all about it so that you guys can purchase it wherever you want, if you want to purchase it as well.
Yeah,
but
I definitely want.
I was so excited for him and all of that. And he was like, yeah, it's your turn to write your book. I know you got some ideas. And so he was sending me like all this information about it. And like instantly I got like overwhelmed. And I was like, oh my God. Like I didn't even respond to half his messages. I didn't respond until like a day or two later. I was like, look, I know
you
you're
got
trying to help.
Overwhelmed with what?
Just like the things in my head, like that I want to do. Yeah. Oh. Like, okay. It's just like, I want to do so much. And that's one of them, but it's like, okay, I got so much to do. So I said something back. I was like, look, listen, it's not you, it's me.
That's always the way to start it off.
I was like, I'm in a weird, like mental space lately where I feel like, and because I know that I'm in this space, I don't want to bring my energy to somebody else like this. So if I'm like kind of like down, I can't even explain the space that I'm in, to be honest. But if I'm like down in the dumps and just not really like feeling it, then I'm not about to bring you and your joy down. And that's one thing that I stand on. People, if you're in a funky place, don't bring that attitude to nobody else. Didn't nobody else do that to you? Like, just stop. Because there's some people out there that can really have a really big energy. And I feel like I'm one of those people. And you can really bring the energy and the mood down in a room 100%.
She's the type of person that you can feel her energy. That puts off a big energy. And I'm the type of person that can feel almost any energy, and I will be affected by it. Yeah. So she's right. If you're in a funky mood, leave that stuff elsewhere, because I ain't do nothing to you.
Right.
So yeah, I'm definitely that person.
But see, I feel like that's very adult of me, because I'm like, look, Janae, you notice you have a funky attitude. Leave people alone.
Leave people alone.
And so if I'm spacing myself away from you, it's for your own good.
Yeah, no. And I like that. I like the fact of you admitting that, and the fact that, to me, I like that.
Yeah, because I was cooking for Christmas, and my brother-in-law left to do something, and he came back. And when he came back, he was like, what's the energy in the room? Because it's very quiet. Like, what's going on? And I noticed, and I took us, and I thought, I was like, it's quiet in my house because I'm quiet. Because I'm usually the lively, like, okay, guys, like, what are we doing? Playing the music and all of this, having good vibes and all of that. But I was like in my zone because I was trying to master this chicken dressing that I still don't have 100%. And I was all in the zone. Like, I wasn't talking. It was silent. And I feel like I put it out there, not on purpose, but I just kind of made a hush over the land.
I just have a question about that. Like, did your cornbread cook all the way through? I just needed to know, like, when you broke it up, was it okay? Because I know we was worried about that.
This is important. This is important questions. Listen, friend, the cornbread was cooked. Okay, so this is where I thought I had messed up, y'all. And hold on, just stay in there with me because I got to get this off. So, and if y'all know how to make cornbread dressing, like DM me because I'm
she said DM me.
I'm trying to channel my grandma and it's just not working. So what had happened was I cooked the cornbread. The first time I made this dressing, I didn't let the cornbread cool till its coolest. I was so excited that I was like, whatever, and start burning fingertips and all. Didn't care. Okay. So I was like, well, maybe that's where I went wrong because I didn't let it cool and the texture, like, okay, whatever. So this time I let that baby sit. I let it cool. And I broke it all up and did my thing. I just don't know what happened because to me, like the texture was still off. It tastes good. It tastes fine.
It had a good taste. It's just
the taste is perfect.
Was it not firm enough?
It was not firm enough. The texture was kind of like pasty until I had to like mix it again and put it back in there. Mix it again because it would get like the like brown around the edges and the bottom, but not in the. See, look, this is why we need to talk over the holiday break because
this is
we over here taking a left turn to where we don't even. This ain't even what we talking about.
We all the way down the street.
We down the street talking about cornbread dressing. This ain't got nothing to do with don't give up on your dreams, and that ain't even got nothing to do with what we talking about either.
She messing me up, y'all. Her fault. I did ask about the dressing though, but it's still her fault. She got that stress relief lotion. Well, I guess I got wine and water, so I'm like taking sips.
That's what I'm doing for the day. I had a glass of wine on the way back from Alabama. I don't need this in my life.
On the way back?
Don't worry about it. I was
okay.
All right.
Yep. We gonna proceed.
You see me, right? We made it back safe. My kids, their kids are safe. Everybody's safe. The dog is good. Everybody. Good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I just wanted to say, like, y'all, for real, as we go into 2022 with these big goals and these big plans, just like I have, it's okay to pace yourself. It's a marathon, not a sprint. That goes for this workout stuff, and that goes for your life too. Like, it was a thing we saw online. I think I sent to Naja. What did it say, Sabotage? It says, read it.
By the age of 33, you should have : back pain that is never going away, an obsession with houses you cannot afford on Zillow, trouble driving at night, even with your glasses, crippling anxiety that everyone is doing better than you financially. And last, but definitely not least, a nice cheese board.
Now, see, that's what I'm missing.
That's the only thing we missing, both of us and our other friend.
Yes, but this list was 4 out of 5. And let me tell you the one that hit home, the one that says crippling anxiety that everyone is doing better than you financially. Now, that was the one that was like, you know what? Yep. Because, I be trying to count people's pockets on the low, but I don't do it on purpose. But I be like, oh, they went to London?
She said London?
They must got money. Like, I don't know why Black people got to repeat it twice for the emphasis, but you know what I mean. They got money. It's a difference between money and money. So I be like, okay, like, it's just that when you get to a certain age, you just feel like you're supposed to be at a certain tax bracket, like you're supposed to be at a certain place.
Yep.
And when you don't reach that, and when you don't reach that and you see other people seemingly reaching those goals that you wanted to have reached, it's like you know what I mean?
I do know, I do have a lot of friends, not a lot, I'm not gonna say it, a lot of childhood friends who I'm like seeing, spending Christmas at Disney World and
I just had
taking
a
their
friend
kids
do
to
that.
London. Yeah, I did. And I'm like, and I know her, she's a nurse, and then her husband's a doctor. So of course you can do that. But then, Janae, what I do is I sit back and think, and I'm looking at, like you said, once again, it's social media. But you got to remember, a lot of us, especially at our age and who's had Facebook and Instagram for years and years and years, with their Facebook, which has been around for longer than your Instagram, you got probably well over 1,000 friends. You're only seeing like 20 friends, bro. You're only seeing like 20 friends items on your page.
And you only seeing like 20 seconds of their life too.
That's it. That is it. And I mean, I'm not saying these people are doing bad, but I am saying like we're comparing ourselves to these people. And but the other part of the 1,000 that's not being shown, they probably doing, I mean, just like us. And I'm not, or worse, it could be better, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean? We gotta try our best to stop thinking that everybody is doing better than us, because they might not be.
And if they are, then they just are.
Exactly. And there's nothing wrong with it if they are.
There's nothing wrong with that. If they are, then you just you know what? Reach for the stars, but shoot for the moon.
Exactly.
That's all you can do at this point.
That's all you can do. I mean, it's easier said than done, because I probably get off of this podcast, get on Facebook, and be upset because my friends are still in Disney World and I'm at home. But that's beside the point. That is beside the point.
Because I did want to go somewhere like where the sun was shining. But see, look how blessed we were. We had 70-something degree weather on Christmas.
70 degrees on Christmas and the day after Christmas.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think, honestly.
It's going to be snowing in July, but that ain't got nothing to do with me.
But that ain't got a thing to do with me. Because it is.
Somebody done made Mother Nature mad, and I just look.
Pissed her off.
And another thing, since we jumping all over the place, I posted something today about moving. Y'all, Omarion is out here and is just weeping. Like,
what is this variant name? Stop calling it out.
Omicron. Omarion.
He's so silly.
Out here touching people. Touch. And it's not funny, but it's like, look, y'all we got this is another reason why I'm exhausted about life right now, because I don't know what 2020 is gonna hold, because I've been holding my breath since 2020. I mean, 19. I don't know what 2022 is gonna hold, because I've been holding my breath since 2019. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Like, there is so many unknowns. Like, it's ridiculous. My brother couldn't even go to LA the other day because he bought a $2,000 ticket. Not to put your business out there, bro, but he bought a $2,000 ticket to go see LeBron, like for the game. He had like floor seats or close to the floor, but they canceled his flight. So he wasn't able to get to LA because they canceled his flight. But then the tickets are now refundable for the game. But it's like, it's things like that. Like, things are canceling again. It's just, we don't know. We don't know. So when you ask me what I'm doing next year, I'm like, I don't know. I really don't know. I might be in the house like you.
I literally just told I was like, I'm about to go back into quarantine. Like, when I tell you that, like, we should have never left.
I don't think I ever really left. I did put my head outside though.
Like, we all stuck our head outside. I ain't gonna lie. I done flew to a whole nother state and everything. So did you.
Don't be put my business out there. You don't know where I've been.
I do, but I ain't gonna put your business out there, California. I'm not. I would never put your business out there. What kind of friend would you do? What kind of friend you think I am?
Oh no.
LA. I mean, like, why? Why would you? I'm just upset that you just said that I would do such a thing.
Delta. Y'all, listen. Me and Naja have not talked for a couple of days, and you can tell. And this is what happens when we don't talk for a couple of days.
Yeah, I know.
We're not
Y'all
gonna do
already
this.
know.
We're not gonna do this to y'all next year. Next year, not with this Rubik's Cube. Next year, we're gonna come. You can play with it. Live your life, friend.
I'm listening to you.
We're gonna come back. We're gonna come back bigger and stronger. This is our last episode of 2021. I'm gonna get I survived 2019, 2020, 21, on the shirt, because at this point,
everyone
I don't know.
should have that shirt. If you alive, everyone should have
Everyone
that shirt.
should have it, because I don't know what is going on. The moral of the story is,
what's the moral, girl?
Okay, I'm gonna wrap it all up for y'all in a cute little bow and let y'all know what the moral is. Get your house in order. Try to get your finances in order. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, because we don't know what these folks got planned. And when I say these folks, I mean, like, you know, Omarion, Delta, COVID, the gang. Okay, gang. You don't know what they doing. Yeah, and your jobs, you don't know what they're doing either. So get your affairs in order. Focus on things one day at a time. I'm talking to myself. So I'm talking to y'all, but I'm also talking to myself. Focus on the stuff that you can control. Reach for your goals. But if you happen to fall, it's okay. Get back up. And like the songwriter said, dust yourself off and try it again.
I wasn't expecting you to say that one. I just knew you was going to say Donnie McClurkin.
I'm not finna go Donnie, because I don't know. I'm not gonna do that.
Dust yourself off and try again.
Hey, so yeah, that's the moral of the story. Stop comparing yourself to these fake social media things. Don't compare yourself to me. If you see me on social media and I just look like I got my life figured out, I don't.
Nope, neither one of us.
Newsflash. I PSA. I don't have it figured out, but when I do, I'm gonna write a book and I'm gonna be a best-selling author. And you better buy a copy.
Better buy a copy, or else I'm gonna show up in your dreams with a copy of the book. That sounded like I broke in their house, didn't it?
I'm done with Naja, y'all. I'm done with Naja. It's been a great 2021. I hope you guys have a safe, happy holidays and New Year's. Bring your new year in with love and light and positivity and prayer and peace. I was just telling my husband that. I know I'm about to wrap this up, but I was just telling my husband that, like, we supposed to be going to a whole New Year's Eve party and I don't know if it's because I'm old and I'm mature and I'm 34 now. I know I just turned 34 like a couple of weeks ago, but I'm more mature today. So, but I'm like, I don't want to usher in my 2022 shaking my booty and yelling and knucking if you bucking and all that stuff I be doing. You know what I'm saying?
And shaking those new colored dreads. I just wanted to let everybody notice that her hair is colored. Anyway, but I feel what you're saying.
I don't want to do all of that. I want to bring it in on some low key, like, thank you, Jesus, that I'm alive. Like, on some, like, let us hold hands and just meditate and look at the stars or something. Like, I don't know. Am I old?
Pretty much, Drew. She just want to be in the backyard with a glass of champagne with you lighting the fire pit. I'm just trying to sum it up for you, because she just gave you a whole thing. Just light the fire pit. Y'all sit in the backyard. Get her something sweet to drink. A glass of water too would be fine.
That's it, because having them people we probably gonna be quote unquote partying with, we probably won't even really see for 2022 in the first place. And like, anyway, cool. I don't know who listening to this. If I see y'all at the 2022 party, I mean well, but you know what I mean. Oh my God, I'm Corey. I was just my daddy.
She was just her daddy. Thank y'all so much for rocking with us through 2021. We gonna catch y'all in 2022. And before you enter 2022, make sure you follow us on all social media. Follow us on, I was about to say Snapchat. Damn it.
You be on Snapchat?
No, I just got a notification for a memory and I do not be on Snapchat.
Okay, listen, she don't know where we at. Follow us on Instagram,
Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, just not Snapchat.
Yeah, don't find me on Snapchat. I ain't gonna add you. All right. And TikTok. All right, y'all. Enjoy y'all's year. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your life. Enjoy this moment. Enjoy your peace. Protect your peace. And we'll see y'all next year.
Bye.